Young Thug has finally been released from jail. Young Thug, born Jeffrey Lamar Williams in Atlanta, Georgia, has become one of the most influential and polarizing figures in modern hip-hop. Known for his distinct voice, audacious fashion choices, and genre-blending sound, he's both revered as a visionary and scrutinized for his turbulent legal history. Thug's path to stardom wasn't a smooth one, with his career repeatedly interrupted by brushes with the law. Over the years, he's been released from jail on 2 separate occasions, each time finding himself back in the spotlight, often for both his music and his controversies. But despite these interruptions, Young Thug's unique style and artistic vision have kept him relevant, and he continues to redefine the boundaries of rap. This video will delve into Young Thug's journey from his roots in the Atlanta hip-hop scene to his influence on a new generation of artists, his revolutionary approach to music, and his controversial legal battles. Young Thug has not only expanded the boundaries of what hip-hop can sound like, but has also brought a cultural shift with his daring individuality, using his art to push the genre forward. But his journey is also a cautionary tale, as his encounters with the law raise questions about the pressures and challenges artists face on their way to fame. If you're enjoying this video so far, don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button. Young Thug grew up in a large family in the Jonesboro South projects of Atlanta, one of 11 children in a financially challenged household. As a teenager, he encountered numerous obstacles, and the harsh realities of his environment made his dreams of escaping poverty feel almost impossible. In a place like Jonesboro South, crime, poverty, and gang-related violence were common, and Young Thug often found himself in challenging situations. From an early age, he was captivated by the Atlanta hip-hop scene. In the early 2000s, the city was emerging as a cultural powerhouse, giving rise to artists like Outkast, T.I., and Gucci Mane, who would shape Young Thug's early understanding of music and artistry. Gucci Mane, in particular, would become a key influence, eventually mentoring Thug and giving him his first significant exposure in the rap game. Young Thug's early music reflected the gritty reality of his surroundings, yet it quickly became apparent that his approach to rap was different. His first mixtapes, particularly I Came From Nothing Parts 1 through 3, showcased a style that was both experimental and grounded in Southern hip-hop. Thug's unique vocal delivery, often incorporating unexpected shifts in pitch, intonation, and melodic elements, set him apart from the more traditional styles of other Atlanta rappers. He gained national attention with his 2013 mixtape 10 to 17 Thug, released under Gucci Mane's 10 to 17 Brick Squad Records. With songs like 2 Cups Stuffed and Picacho, the mixtape introduced Thug's unconventional sound to a wider audience. His style was eccentric, unpredictable, and melodically rich, making it difficult to categorize his music strictly as rap or trap. Critics praised his ability to weave in and out of different vocal styles within a single verse, pushing the limits of what hip-hop was at the time. In 2014, Young Thug achieved mainstream success with the release of Stoner and Danny Glover. These tracks catapulted him into the national spotlight, with Stoner becoming a viral hit and Danny Glover receiving co-signs from major artists. This sudden rise to fame showcased Thug's potential as a new kind of star. His style was characterized by a high-pitched, wavering vocal tone, a freewheeling approach to melody, and lyrics that felt both cryptic and emotionally raw. These tracks quickly gained traction on social media and streaming platforms, attracting fans who were drawn to his originality and larger-than-life persona. Thug's success caught the attention of major record labels, leading to a brief stint with Cash Money Records, where he collaborated with Birdman and other high-profile artists. Around this time, he began working closely with Rich Homie Quan, with whom he released several songs under the group Rich Gang. The collaboration produced hits like Lifestyle, a track that became a summer anthem and solidified Thug's position in the hip-hop mainstream. One of the key elements that set Young Thug apart from his peers was his fearless approach to fashion and identity. Known for his flamboyant style, Thug frequently wore brightly colored clothing, skirts, and other androgynous fashion choices that defied traditional gender norms within the hip-hop community. His 2016 album cover for Jeffrey, in which he wore a blue ruffled dress, was a cultural moment that sparked discussions about masculinity and identity in hip-hop. Many fans praised him for breaking down stereotypes and challenging the hyper-masculine standards often associated with the genre. Thug has repeatedly stated that his fashion choices are an extension of his artistry. He believes in pushing boundaries and using his platform to question societal norms. By embracing androgyny and an avant-garde aesthetic, he has paved the way for more artists to explore their individuality freely. This commitment to authenticity in both music and appearance has made Thug an icon, especially among younger fans who appreciate his willingness to challenge conventions. However, Young Thug's journey has been marred by numerous legal challenges. In 2015, he was arrested for drug and weapons charges and faced several other run-ins with the law over the years. His first notable incarceration came in 2017 when he was briefly jailed on similar charges but was eventually released after reaching a plea deal. This encounter was a reminder of the challenges he faced balancing his life as a high-profile artist with the realities of his past. In 2022, Young Thug faced his most severe legal challenge yet. Alongside fellow rapper Gunna and other members of his YSL Young Stoner Life label, Thug was indicted on multiple charges, including conspiracy to violate the racketeer-influenced and corrupt organization's RICO Act. The case alleged that YSL was not only a music label but also a street gang involved in criminal activities. This led to his second incarceration, during which he spent significant time in jail awaiting trial. Thug's eventual release once again demonstrated the impact of his legal troubles on his career, as fans rallied in support, viewing him as an artist whose past continued to haunt him. The RICO case gained widespread media attention and sparked debates about the use of rap lyrics in court cases, with prosecutors citing Thug's lyrics as evidence of his involvement in criminal activities. Critics argued that this was a violation of free speech and an unfair targeting of hip-hop culture, where storytelling and creative expression often involve references to violence in street life. The case highlighted the complex relationship between rap music and the justice system, as well as the double standards artists face when their work is taken literally in legal contexts. Young Thug has been released from jail after pleading guilty to gang, drug, and gun charges in a dramatic twist that could end the longest criminal trial in Georgia history. The 33-year-old Grammy winner, born Jeffrey Lamar Williams, has spent more than 900 days behind bars since his arrest on racketeering and gang-related charges. In May 2022, prosecutors alleged the rap label he founded was a front for an organized crime syndicate responsible for 75 to 80% of violent crime in Atlanta. He was sentenced on Thursday to time served and 15 years of probation. "I take full responsibility for my crimes, for my charges," Mr. Williams told the court. "To really everybody that has got something to do with this situation, I want to say sorry." In a 5-minute speech, he described himself as a good guy with a good heart who found himself in a lot of stuff because I was just nice or cool. And I understand that you can't be that way when you reach a certain height because it could end bad and it could fall on you. Prosecutors had planned to recommend a sentence of 45 years, including 25 in custody and 20 on probation. But the plea negotiations were unsuccessful, and Superior Court Judge Paige Whitaker instead chose his punishment, commuting his sentence to the time he has already served, paving the way for his release. "I want you to try to be more of the solution and less of the problem," Judge Whitaker told him. As part of the deal, Mr. Williams pleaded guilty to 1 gang charge, 3 drug charges, and 2 gun charges. He also entered a no-contest plea to leading a gang and violating the state's racketeer-influenced and corrupt organization's RICO Act, meaning that he decided not to contest those charges and accept punishment for them. Judge Whitaker additionally stipulated 100 hours of community service, a ban on contact with gang members or former co-defendants, and a prohibition from remaining in the metropolitan Atlanta area for the first 10 years of his 15-year probation period except under special circumstances, including weddings, funerals, and the anti-gang and anti-gun presentations he is required to host 4 times a year. Thursday's change of plea likely brings to an end a multi-defendant case that was plagued by multiple delays, courtroom disturbances, and motions for mistrial. When the man known to his fans as Thugger was arrested in May 2022, prosecutors charged him and 27 associates at his rap label Young Stoner Life YSL Records with conspiracy to violate the RICO Act, famously used in mafia prosecutions. Arguing that YSL in fact stands for a criminal gang called Young Slime Life, they tied the men, including fellow rap superstar Gunna, to a series of felony offenses, including murder, armed robbery, and carjacking in the streets of Atlanta. But the indictment drew widespread outrage over prosecutors' use of YSL rap lyrics as evidence of the gang's actions and criminal intent. Critics argued the charges violated the rapper's freedom of speech and were part of a growing assault on a black-dominated art form. Several of Mr. Williams' co-defendants took plea deals or had their cases severed, and one even had his charges dropped after an unrelated murder conviction, and by the time the trial began, only 6 defendants remained. Jury selection began in January 2023 and lasted nearly 10 months. In July this year, the trial was put on hold indefinitely after Mr. Williams' lawyers asked a previous judge to recuse himself over misconduct allegations. The lawyers said Fulton County Superior Court Judge Earl Glanville held an improper meeting on 10th June when he met privately with prosecutors and a key witness. They claimed Judge Glanville sought to pressure the witness into testifying and the lawyers pressed him to recuse himself, motions which the judge had denied. Mr. Williams' lead attorney, Brian Steele, was also found in criminal contempt in June this year after refusing to reveal how he got to know about the meeting. The trial also saw a number of unusual incidents, including the arrest of a Fulton County deputy for allegedly attempting to smuggle contraband to a defendant. In another instance, the court's Zoom account was hacked into by an apparent supporter of Mr. Williams who yelled "Free Thug." Earlier this week, 3 of Mr. Williams' co-defendants in the case took plea deals. The remaining 2 defendants in the case, Shannon Stillwell and DeMonte Kendrick, reportedly plan to move ahead with their trials. Despite these interruptions, Young Thug has managed to maintain his relevance and even expand his influence in the hip-hop world. His 2019 album, So Much Fun, marked a significant milestone in his career. It was his first album to debut at #1 on the Billboard 200, and it featured hit singles like Hot and The London, showcasing his ability to craft chart-topping hits while retaining his unique style. The album received widespread acclaim and solidified Thug's status as a top-tier artist in the industry. Following So Much Fun, Thug continued to evolve his sound, experimenting with new themes and collaborating with a diverse range of artists. His versatility allowed him to work with both mainstream pop stars and underground rap icons, bridging gaps between different genres and audiences. This ability to adapt and reinvent himself has been crucial to his enduring appeal. For Young Thug, music is a canvas where he can explore various styles and emotions, unbound by genre or expectation. Young Thug's influence on hip-hop is profound. His willingness to experiment with melody, vocal delivery, and structure has inspired a new generation of artists who are less concerned with fitting into traditional molds. Thug's impact can be seen in artists like Lil Uzi Vert, Playboi Carti, and Lil Baby, who have cited him as an inspiration for their own unconventional approaches to music. Through his music and his personality, Thug has shown that authenticity and individuality are essential in a genre that's constantly evolving. His YSL label has also helped launch the careers of several young artists, including Gunna and Lil Keed, further extending his impact on the industry. Through YSL, Thug has created a platform for other artists to showcase their talents, fostering a sense of community and mentorship. This commitment to nurturing talent and pushing boundaries has solidified his reputation as a leader and innovator in hip-hop. Young Thug's journey from the streets of Atlanta to the heights of hip-hop stardom is a testament to his resilience and creativity. Despite the obstacles he has faced, both personal and legal, he has continued to break down barriers and redefine what it means to be a rapper in the modern era. His legal issues and incarceration serve as reminders of the difficulties that many artists face, especially those from disadvantaged backgrounds who must navigate fame, personal struggles, and societal pressures. Thug's legacy is not only about his music but also about his influence on culture and his role as a symbol of self-expression and defiance. He has shown that it's possible to embrace vulnerability and authenticity in a genre that often prioritizes toughness and bravado. Through his music, fashion, and individuality, Young Thug has opened doors for future artists to be true to themselves, creating a space where creativity and freedom of expression are celebrated. Young Thug's story is far from over, and his impact on hip-hop will continue to shape the genre for years to come. His journey embodies the struggles and triumphs of a generation of artists who dare to be different, challenging societal expectations and redefining what it means to be a rapper. While his legal battles have posed significant challenges, they have also highlighted his resilience and determination to overcome adversity. As Young Thug continues to evolve, his music will remain a source of inspiration and a testament to the power of authenticity in art. His legacy will endure not only through his songs but also through the countless artists he has inspired to embrace their unique voices and forge their own paths. Young Thug is more than just a rapper, he is a cultural icon who has forever changed the landscape of hip-hop. Young Thug has finally been released from jail. Young Thug, born Jeffrey Lamar Williams in Atlanta, Georgia, has become one of the most influential and polarizing figures in modern hip-hop. Known for his distinct voice, audacious fashion choices, and genre-blending sound, He's both revered as a visionary and scrutinized for his turbulent legal history. Beyond his legal issues, Thug's authenticity in addressing his background has strengthened his connection with fans. For them, he is a figure who has never shied away from discussing his challenges openly, which makes his music feel relatable and honest. Thug's complex public image also prompts larger discussions within hip-hop culture about accountability, redemption, and the impact of fame on young artists. In a genre that has often faced criticism for glamorizing street life, Thug's story is a reminder of the real-life challenges that underlie the lyrics and persona, making his continued presence in the music industry all the more significant. Looking back, Young Thug's musical contributions have opened doors not only for emerging artists but for the genre itself. His willingness to blur the lines between rap, pop, and R&B introduced a more melodic, emotionally raw style of rap that has since taken over mainstream hip-hop. In this way, he helped lay the groundwork for emo rap and the melodic trap sounds that are now popular. By exploring new sonic textures and innovative vocal styles, Thug gave younger artists permission to experiment with their sound, embrace vulnerability, and push against the rigid boundaries of traditional rap. More than just influencing sound, Thug's personal style both in fashion and performance helped redefine the image of a modern hip-hop artist. His unique blend of masculinity and femininity opened new ways for rappers to express themselves, challenging stereotypes and breaking the hyper-masculine conventions of the genre. As a result, Thug not only impacted how hip-hop sounds but also how it looks, paving the way for artists like Lil Nas X and Playboi Carti to embrace non-traditional identities within hip-hop without fear of judgment. As he continues to build his legacy, Young Thug's influence reaches far beyond music. Through his YSL label, he has demonstrated his commitment to building a community that supports other artists, using his platform to mentor emerging talent and create opportunities for others from his community. This has not only expanded his influence but solidified his role as a leader who champions the power of unity and mutual support. His actions show a strong sense of responsibility to give back to the neighborhoods and people who inspired him, despite the fame that could have distanced him from his roots. As Young Thug's career continues, his influence on music, culture, and fashion is set to deepen. He has not only reshaped the sound of modern rap but has also redefined what it means to be a successful artist. Young Thug's willingness to challenge conventions, combined with his dedication to uplifting others, ensures that his legacy will endure as a symbol of innovation and authenticity in hip-hop. As a pioneer of a new wave of rap and an influential figure in his community, he has shown that art can be both personal and transformative, sparking change on an individual and cultural level. In a time when the line between art and the artist's life is increasingly scrutinized, Thug's journey raises critical questions about how we understand and celebrate talent. His story is a powerful reminder that creative genius often comes with complexities, and navigating the pressures of fame, identity, and one's past can be an overwhelming challenge. Yet, despite these struggles, Thug's commitment to his music, his fans, and his community remains unshaken. Young Thug's journey from Atlanta's Jonesboro South projects to global hip-hop stardom represents the resilience and creative power that define hip-hop. His influence is undeniable, not just in terms of the music he's created, but in how he's opened doors for future generations to redefine the genre on their own terms. His music and fashion choices have encouraged others to embrace their authentic selves, pushing against societal expectations and allowing more freedom of expression within the hip-hop community. While his legal troubles continue to add complexity to his legacy, Young Thug remains a testament to the power of perseverance and the impact of genuine artistry. His story serves as a reminder that behind every success lies a series of challenges, and that true icons are often those who learn to rise above their circumstances, inspiring others along the way. Young Thug has, and will continue to, leave an indelible mark on hip-hop. His fearless approach to life and music encourages us to look beyond labels, embrace individuality, and recognize the beauty in complexity. As he continues to evolve, Young Thug's legacy will not only endure but will also inspire a new generation of artists to be bold, resilient, and unapologetically themselves. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more videos. Also, don't forget to join the membership team for more exclusive content.